Have you not thought about the group of the children of Israel after the time of Moses, when they said to a prophet of theirs, "Appoint for us a king, and we will fight in Allah's way." He said, "Would you then refrain from fighting if fighting was prescribed for you?" They said, "Why should we not fight in Allah's way while we have been driven out of our homes, and our children, families have been taken as captives?" But when fighting was ordered for them, they turned away, all except a few of them. And Allah is all aware of the Zalimun, polytheists and wrongdoers. And their prophet Shamuel said to them, "Indeed, Allah has appointed Talut so as a king over you." They said, "How can he be a king over us when we are better fitted than him for the kingdom, and he has not been given enough wealth?" He said, "Verily, Allah has chosen him above you and has increased him abundantly in knowledge and stature. And Allah grants his kingdom to whom he wills, and Allah is all sufficient for his creatures' needs, all knower." And their prophet Shamuel said to them, "Verily, the sign of his kingdom is that there shall come to you a tabut, a wooden box, wherein a sakina, peace and reassurance from your Lord, and a remnant of that which Musa, Moses, and Aaron left behind, carried by the angels. Verily, if this is a sign for you, if you are indeed believers." Saul leads an army. Then, when Saul set out with the army, he said, "Verily, Allah will try you by a river, so whoever drinks thereof, he is not of me, and whoever tastes it not, he is of me, except him who takes thereof in the hollow of his hand." Yet they drank thereof all except a few of them. So when he had crossed it, the river, he and those who believed with him, they said, "We have no power on this day against Goliath and his host." But those who knew with certainty that they were to meet their Lord said, "How often a small group overcame a mighty host by Allah's leave, and Allah is with the patient." And when they advanced to meet Goliath and his forces, they invoked. And then when Talut Saul set out with the army, he said, "Verily, Allah will try you by a river, so whoever drinks thereof, he is not of me, and whoever tastes it not, he is of me, except him who takes thereof in the hollow of his hand." Yet they drank thereof all except a few of them. So when he had crossed it, the river, he and those who believed with him, they said, "We have no power this day against Goliath and his host." But those who knew with certainty that they were to meet their Lord said, "How often a small group overcame a mighty host by Allah's leave, and Allah is with as-sabirin, the patient ones." And when they advanced to meet Goliath and his forces, they invoked our Lord. "Our Lord, pour forth on us patience, and make us victorious over the disbelieving people." Saul leads an army. Saul set about organizing his army with strong faith and wisdom. He ordered that only men free from responsibilities should join. Those engaged in building homes, men who were about to be married, and those occupied with business should not join. After establishing a well-trained army, he decided to put them to the test. He told them that along the route they would pass a river where they should drink enough water to quench their thirst, but not more than that. To his disappointment, he discovered the majority of them drank more water than they should, have. He discharged them for disobedience and kept only the few who had obeyed him, as they were the ones who approved their sincerity. This resulted in a split in the army. But he was not bothered. He believed in quality and not numbers. Better a small band of true believers he could rely on than a huge army of unreliable men. Saul's army seized the enemy. Saul's men sighted the enemy on the other side of the river. Their opponents appeared physically strong and were armed with better weapons. They were led by the almighty warrior Goliath, Jalut. Known for his huge build and brute strength, a great number of Saul's men ran away on seeing this strong force. The small band that remained was willing to fight, whatever the outcome, for they had heard that there had been many incidents in the past in which Allah had caused a small force to defeat a larger one.